Hey guys, how's it going everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gents. Welcome all back to a brand new LEGO Marvel Superheroes 2 video. And of course, I am back at it again. Today, we're going to celebrate the release of the Deadpool 2 movie, which, by the way, of course, if you've seen it, like I always say, please at least wait for the weekend to pass before you put spoilers down in the comment section below. Just because, you know, be considerate to people who have maybe not gotten a chance to see it right on the Thursday or Friday that it comes out. So please, just do not spoil the film if you have seen it already. You could say like you enjoyed it, you didn't enjoy it, and so on and so forth. But what are we going to do today? Well, this video is really kind of going to serve two purposes. The first purpose is to go on ahead and put together an X-Force version of Deadpool, because of course that is the rumored next film that we're going to see Deadpool appear in, is going to be X-Force. So that is pretty awesome. Now again, at the time of this recording, I've not seen the movie yet, so I don't know if the movie confirms that rumor or doesn't confirm that rumor or anything like that. And if you know for a fact, please, again, do not spoil anything. So I felt like that would be a good idea to go on ahead and try to put together an X-Force design of the one and only Deadpool. But the other reason I wanted to go on ahead and make this video is to let you guys know that if you want to see the mature Deadpool gameplay walkthrough over on my Fanboy Potion channel, it has now gone live. The first episode will be live as you see this video. So of course you can go on over to the Fanboy Potion channel, all one word, and check out the walkthrough there. Thank you guys so very much for taking the time to do so. But for now, ladies and gents, of course, let's go on ahead and get ready to... I wonder if it'll let me... I don't know if it'll let me use this many letters, but let's try. Whatever. What do we have to lose? Okay, cool. X4. Hey, what's that costume? It's X4. What? X4 what? X4. It's just X4. That's it. That's all you got to know. It's just X4. All right, so obviously we're going to remove the hair piece because he does not have no hair. And, of course, since we are going for the X-Force design, we are going to go on ahead and need a gray costume for Deadpool. Now, typically speaking, what I've used before for Deadpool was this head right here because I think it looks really cool. Which one? I used another one. I think it might have been, was it this one, I think, in red? I think it was. Yeah, I've used this one before as well. But for me personally, I really think that this one is the best of the bunch. So we're going to go on ahead and recolor that gray. We're going to go light gray probably, because I feel like the dark gray looks a little bit too dark and it's going to look a little too lame. So we're going to go with that. Remove the shoulder pads, of course, and then get to working on the rest of the X-Force outfit, which hopefully will turn out spectacular. Also, guys, if you've never heard of the X-Force, it's essentially, I think Rick Remender's probably, I want to say, the most famous writer on X-Force, I would imagine so, at least. I mean, I know that Rob Liefeld, I think, was at some point also involved with it. I'm pretty sure, at least. So, again, it's one of those things where there have been several iterations of the cast of X-Force, but Rick Remender's run is probably the most famous. And when I say Rick Remender, that's a comic book writer. He's really famous. He's written tons and tons of great books, and one of those is X-Force. And the X-Force is essentially, the way I would describe them, is a mature X-Men. So, like, X-Men was much more all ages, and it was a little bit more accessible, even though obviously it had its own fair and share violent storylines, like the fights between Hulk and Wolverine and so on and so forth. But the storylines that contain specifically X-Force, most of the time were quite dark. So again, a bit of a warning there for you guys, as far as, you know, maybe you're not of age to read those types of things and so on and so forth. But the X-Force was a really cool group, and they always had epic storylines. And I definitely enjoyed a lot of those runs. They did a great job of making some really sweet stories for the X-Force team, and I would recommend Rick Remender's run as kind of the one that you should go to, so to speak. All right, so either way, let's focus on the Deadpool design. His X-Force costume is pretty much super similar to his regular costume, but it basically takes away the red that we typically see on the costume and replaces it with a light gray. So that's what we're looking for, is something that is predominantly gray and black. That's the key colors that we're looking at. This one looks pretty nice, actually. This could work. This could work. I like the Thor design there. That's an interesting option. And that's way too colorful. If we could get something with a little bit of red as well, that would be sweet. That would be a cool costume as well. I'd love to do a custom Deadpool. Let me know if you guys would like to see that, actually. Like a custom Deadpool design. I think that would be really, really cool. Just my own rendition. Something that isn't based on anything. That's what I mean. It's just going to be, hey, here's build a Deadpool, you know, and then I could just do whatever I want with it, and come up with my own creation and not be limited by any type of design ideas that we're stuck with, you know. So let me know if that's something that sounds cool and you'd like to see an actual LEGO Marvel Superheroes video for that, because I think that could be a lot of fun. I also really like this torso. I like it because it's got a lot of cool armor plating, so that works really nicely. Ooh, but this one has actual red on it. I think we'll go with that, because his costume, even as an X-Force member, it still has the X on the chest usually, and he has like a Deadpool belt buckle typically that's red. So I do think we should have some red, and that sort of could fit the task. That's pretty nice too. But you know what? I think we're gonna make this Falcon design work. I really do. Now, we're going to go for the arms to be predominantly black, ideally. Black with maybe a little bit of gray on there, if possible. That's black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. That's an old reference. More black and yellow, black and red, black and white. But we need black and gray. I mean, that has a little bit of gray, but it has a lot of red on there too, which is something we don't want because we already have a lot of red on, especially the back of the torso. There's quite a bit of red, so that's somewhat problematic there. Ooh. No, that's too white. Wow, that's so weird. In the actual, like, image, it looks great, but then here it's clearly white, so unless it's just going to be a Yanni Laurel situation where I just don't know the color coordinations. I'm like, I don't know, maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. You know, maybe I'm just imagining all the colors to be something that they actually are not. All right, so I think that based on this, we're sort of going to have to be going with... Man, I really would love to see something... Maybe this, actually. All right. It's just nothing that fits the bill. We could go with the all black. Yeah, but that does not look very good either. Man, this is a lot tougher than I thought it would be. That could be kind of cool. But again, not really the right shade there. That sort of looks cool. I wish that the white was gray and then we would totally use that because that looks sweet. Could also use this. It's too much red. And that, on the other hand, might be just enough. And then instead of making his gloves black, what we could do is we could make his gloves gray to add a little bit of that gray back in to the design. No. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make the gloves black. And then we'll make the arms. I wonder if we could make the arms gray. What would they look like if we just went with a gray design instead of the black design? Like this, for example. That's actually not too bad. Because I wasn't even thinking of that, to pick something gray with black on it instead. So that could be a good idea here, you know? Something like this, maybe. No, that's too much. Too many scales on that one. Let me try that. Okay. I think the legs are really kind of hindering the look, so it's confusing me because the legs are such distinctly stand out that we need to recolor them, and then we'll be able to see a better idea. Because I think it's actually starting to come together quite nicely, you know? All right, so let's see. We want to have something that probably has some belt buckles and such. Because usually Deadpool has a bunch of buckles and holsters and pouches. That's kind of Rob Liefeld's shtick. That's his thing. And Deadpool, obviously being a Rob Liefeld creation, it would make sense that he would have a lot of those pouches and such. I kind of like that. The Nick Fury legs. I think that's the ones we're going to go with. Unless if there's something better that has like black boots and gray tops. Well, something like that, for example. I literally said something that has this, and then boom, there it is. All right, so that is going to be X4. Hey, what's that? Well, it's not even X-Force, it's X4. Who's that? Oh, that's X4. Gonna give him the double katanas, of course. Both hands. Because that's what you gotta do. And we're gonna make his katanas... Actually, let's go with the black, just so that they kind of stand out a little bit more. I think that'll be nice. Alright, so abilities-wise, again, obviously, I'm going to just deselect all of these because this is really up to your own personal preference, and some designs you might like, other designs you might think, like, hey, I don't like that at all, and so on and so forth. So that's really just up to you. We're going to give him fighting. The hold is going to be a targeted lunge. Then circle. Let's make him... I was thinking of giving him stealth because I think that would be cool. So, yeah. But sometimes he is stealthy. I mean, he's super impatient, and then he very quickly becomes not stealthy, but he can be stealthy. Sometimes. Very, very rarely. In very special circumstances. Oh, wait. No. We're going to go with the gray heart on this, actually. Or the black heart. Just because we're going for the X-Force design. And obviously, we have to make him invulnerable. It's Deadpool, after all. Pick any of the voices there. Fast, and then target reticle. Since we're going for the X-Force design, I think the black and gold could work. So yeah, we'll pick with that. Why not? All right. So with that being said, ladies and gents, let's take a look at our X-Force rendition of Deadpool. We're going to head over to Egypt here. And I know a lot of people have been asking me, like, hey, Blitz, why do you always travel there to showcase the customs? Because this place has really good lighting, and you can see the character model really, really nicely here. So... that's why. I think that the characters show really, really well here. And then we could also teleport. And you could actually... wait, let me get closer. You could boomerang the swords, I think. There we go. Watch. It's the least realistic throw ever. Why doesn't it fly sideways? Because he probably would not be able to catch it. But still. Either way, ladies and gents, there's our rendition of X-Force Deadpool. Once again, let me know if you guys are going to be checking out the Deadpool movie. If you want to see more Deadpool-themed gameplay, you can see the Deadpool video game. Because, of course, I actually did not ever play it when it came out on the PlayStation 4. It got remastered and came out on the PS4. And I did not actually play it at that time, but now I bought the copy and decided it'd be a good time to play right as the movie comes out, you know, because that's when Deadpool hype is at its highest. Nevertheless, ladies and gents, thank you guys so very much for watching. I will hopefully catch you guys here on the next one. Peace out. I'll see you later, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone.